Breaking story this Friday, March the 7th, 2014, and we're looking at end-time Bible prophecy. Things are moving very rapidly now. All the players are in place and in position. On the end-time world stage, we've got Russia and the conflict now in the Ukraine. We've got President Barack H. Obama, and I've seen the pictures from his meeting with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu where he's pointing and poking his finger, warning Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to do something now and to make a move, or else. We're talking about dividing the land of Israel, and we know what God has said about those who go against his beloved Israel. I will bless those that bless you, and I will curse those that curse you. And Barack H. Obama may now have just brought about a final judgment on the United States of America. But here's the headline, and I want to thank Terry for presenting this article to me. Abbas, no recognition of Israel as a Jewish state. I'll put the link to this below. Let me bring you some of this now. Ramallah, Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas said there is no way he will recognize Israel as a Jewish state and accept a Palestinian capital in just a portion of Israeli annexed East Jerusalem, rebuffing what Palestinians fear will be key elements of a U.S. peace proposal. Abbas's comments signal that the gaps between him and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu remain wide after several months of mediation efforts by U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry. Abbas, whose remarks were published on Friday by the official Palestinian news agency WAFA, said he withstood international pressure in the past when he sought UN recognition of a state of Palestine over Washington's objections. Speaking to youth activists on this Fatah party, he suggested he would stand firm again, particularly over the demand that the Palestinians recognize Israel as a Jewish state. They are pressing and saying no peace without the Jewish state, he said, though not spelling out who is applying the pressure. There is no way we will not accept, Netanyahu said. Such recognition is required as proof that the Palestinians are serious about a final end of the conflict. Abbas has noted that the Palestinian Liberation Organization recognized the State of Israel in 1993 and said that is sufficient. Palestinians fear the demand is an Israeli attempt to restrict possible return options of Palestinian refugees and the rights of Israel's large Arab minority. Israeli leaders have openly said the demand is partly to counter Palestinian demand for the return of millions of descendants of refugees, but have rejected the connection to Israel's Arab citizens. Kerry is expected to present his ideas for the contours of an Israeli-Palestinian peace deal soon, but it appears increasingly unlikely he can get Abbas and Netanyahu to accept such a framework by an April 29 deadline. Read the Living Word for yourself if you want to understand end-time Bible prophecy. Abbas is meeting with U.S. President Barack Obama at the White House on March 17th as part of U.S. efforts to press both sides. Netanyahu met with Obama earlier this week, and we know how that turned out. The current round of talks began in late July, but was plagued from the start by disagreement between Abbas and Netanyahu on the ground rules. The Palestinians want a state in the West Bank, Gaza Strip, and East Jerusalem, lands Israel captured in 1967. Oh my goodness, a lot happening. We've got coming up 2014, this year, April, and 2015, the Blood Moon Tetrads. It's all happening quickly now, friends. And Ted talks about that. States should use the 1967 lines as a starting point, a position backed by the U.S. but rejected by Netanyahu. Israel wants negotiations to include land swaps that would see major West Bank settlement blocks adjacent to the Green Line joined to Israel and other land attached to a future Palestine in compensation. There's a little more quite a bit more to the article. I will put the link below. Let me bring you the headline again. It's going to be an interesting 2014, 2015. Abbas, no recognition of Israel as Jewish state. Look up, because he's about to break the sky. Leave me comments, subscribe to my channel. God bless you today.